What's going on, gamers? So, I just got linked this I didn't know about by somebody else that there's a Cyberpunk Nintendo Switch 2 versus PlayStation 4 Pro, PS5, and PS5 Pro early graphics comparison. Interesting, huh? So we know that yesterday I did Street Fighter for Series S and for PlayStation. Today we're going to be doing Cyberpunk, which is interesting. But keep in mind too, I want you guys to know this. Cyberpunk for the Switch 2 is only been worked on for 2 months. You could find that online too. 7 week old build, 7 weeks. Well, it's been about a week now. So I need to find that other article. I was literally just looking into this, but maybe I can find that here. Here it is right here. CD Projekt confirmed Cyberpunk 2077 port is being developed internally. The build is only 7 weeks old, and there's going to be a 40 frames per second performance mode for launch. And over time, they're going to optimize it more, but it has a lot of optimization that needs to be done because, like I said, they're working on this internally. It's not something they're throwing to the side. So let's get into this. Let's see how it looks just even right now. But remember, this is what you're seeing now. At launch, it's going to be more optimized. It's going to be a 40 FPS mode. There's going to be a 60 overtime. You can't just force things like this because they have to work on it organically, and I kind of like that. So let's see how this looks just even now, y'all. This is crazy. Okay. We see that's the PS4 Pro. All right, I got it 4K for y'all. Okay, right here, just from the beginning, reflections better, more color, more contrast. This looks like a dated palette. This looks like it has a lot more color to it and texture. I was saying this before about the Nintendo's color palette. Like, I think this has a lot to do with Nvidia as well. It just looks so much better here. You can see that detail right there too and all of that. Yeah, really looks better. Yeah, no thank you. This looks way better. Like, it's not just so much the graphics, but it's the palette, the color palette and everything with it. There's no light on there either. You can kind of see that this console is clearly more powerful. And remember, this is only 7 weeks on the build. This is not even optimized at launch. So we're seeing stuff like weeks before it was even shown, right? And we still have months to go. So guys, yeah. Again, once this console is going to be fine for third party. This is why I'm looking at it. And why do I care about this? Because the first party, I want to see what they would be capable of doing with their first party, what they're going to decide to do. There's multiple different ways of looking at this. Ponies, relax. Um, it's like, okay, now I know this machine, I get some type of idea. I hear some people saying, oh, I'm going to wait for the digital foundry. You could do that, that's fine, but I would rather get an example rather than none. And this is better than nothing. And this is what we have right now. And you can get a lot out of this just by paying attention. Like, you get a lot out of the Street Fighter. People saying, oh, it's just Street Fighter, one-on-one screen. Okay, now we have this right here. What do you have to say about this? This is impressive. You know, because people didn't expect them to be able to do this, but I was trying to tell them that NVIDIA's DLSS systems are on another level. They don't have DLSS on Xbox and PlayStation. It didn't exist on consoles. Now, for the first time ever, Nintendo gets to work with NVIDIA. And it's interesting because it's newer tech too. So if you take a look at this right here, this is more clear. It has more color to it again. All you have to do is take a look at certain aspects and you will see things. But what does look different, clearly better on the Switch. He wasn't able to catch that in time. You could see it. This looks more blurry on the screenshot because he didn't catch it in time. But other than that, that's the only screenshot I've seen it where it's like, okay, this is blurry. It doesn't have the richness and color that the Switch 2 has. Okay, let's see if we can get the PS5 now. Because we've already seen this. This looks way better on the Switch. Yeah, I mean, that's clearly better. All right, y'all. Let's fast. Okay, here goes PS5. We're gonna get to that now. About right here. Here we go. Let's fast forward a little bit, y'all. Honestly, if we go back to this, it looks like there's more texture on the Switch right here, and it's more clearer compared to the PS5. I don't know if he caught that a little bit later. That might be the case. So we could like kind of word that out just in case. It looks like that's the case. This clearly looks better. But this right here, yeah, that's where you see it's better. And then we have to look at this over here. That lighting looks better than that. It looks more clear than the PlayStation 5 version. That's pretty damn interesting. This over here looks clear. So I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's stop it now. Now we can see that things clear up a little bit on the PlayStation side. But I don't know, man. This looks better. PS5 Pro version has a little bit more clarity on the face. But that's to be expected. Like if we look right here and look to that, it doesn't blow it away though, but it definitely does look better. Like I can tell. This is impressive, y'all. This just tells you the difference between NVIDIA's technology and their upscaling versus AMD's technology. When it's not up to date to what's out right now. And even then, you've seen the Transformer models. I have to say, I'm freaking impressed, man. And I really want to see some Digital Foundry. Like, what settings are they using? Like, because if you're just looking at it right here, like I said, obviously this definitely does have a little bit more color right here. It looks more clear. It's better. But the difference is power is still ridiculous. Like when we talk about raw power, but when it comes to upscaling, see, this is where you realize the difference between a Pro and this and how they made some shortcuts. Remember that color difference? You could tell that it's more next gen because you could see more of that right here compared to that Pro version. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, the colors are just off. And now we see a difference here, and the light is on here. We see this, guys. And the fact that it could hold its ground, though it's probably not matching the frames of the PlayStation 5, but the point is that this is still impressive. We're obviously after this is CPU differences. You know what I mean? And we need to see that still, but I am highly impressed here. That screenshot more blurrier. I don't know. Even if it was, this is still impressive. Remember, so you ask people talking about it's $70. I'm like, dude, it comes with the DLC. If you bought Cyberpunk at full price for 49 and you bought the DLC for 30 or 40, you're paying like 80 or $90. Or 59 with the DLC being 40, it's $100. No, you get the DLC with the Switch version. They're like, oh man, it's $70. Like, bro, what are you talking about? That's a good deal. And that's a deal that you would think that you would get anywhere else. As a matter of fact, it was $90 to $100 before for both. So yeah, that's why I sort of feel like, and they start spreading this misinformation. Like, stop spreading misinformation. I don't mind you complaining about something that you think that would be justified. Like, okay, attack Mario at $80. But if you're gonna sit here and spread misinformation, it's gonna get on my nerves because it's not real. I only give people proper information. $70 Ultimate Edition. Are we ready? Cyberpunk 2077. Right? On Steam right now, you can get it for $59.99. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. Right? Ultimate Edition. Do whatever. $82.78, and it's almost 10% off. The $90 deal. What are we talking about here? I've seen people spread misinformation again. It's like, what do you mean? Oh, they were selling the Kirby game for $80. What are you talking about? The expansion is $20. The upgrade pack is $10. It's $59.99 on the Switch One. If you had the $20 expansion and the $10, right? Or even $10 DLC, $10 upgrade pack, that's $20 plus $59.99 because they never dropped the price. So that'd be $60, $80 physical. Is it an $80 game, or are they just dumb as hell? Or you just see these fanboys and these fake people trying to act like justice warriors, to act like they're doing a good thing, and they're somehow exposing them and they did something bad. It's like, what are you talking about? It's no different than CD Projekt putting a physical only copy of Cyberpunk for $90, but it comes with the DLC. Oh, the games are not. No, they're not. Zelda is not $70. Breath of the Wild. It's $59.99 MSRP on the Switch, but if you get the upgrade pack and put it in the physical, it's $70. This is what I mean by like, I'm not saying that I agree with that, because like, oh man, guys, this came out in the Switch One launch. Was this anything new with Nintendo? They never dropped their prices. So if you had an upgrade pack and you forced it into physical, whereas like if you had Nintendo Switch Online, you would only pay $59.99 digital, right? Or if the game was on sale like it usually is, Breath of the Wild's on sale for $39.99. Oh, I bought it digital. I got the upgrade pack, so now I'm paying $10 and now I spent $50 on the game. Or if I have Nintendo Switch Online, which why wouldn't you for $19.99? Then I got it on sale for $39.99 on the eShop, and the upgrade is free. There's no $80 games. There's no $90 games. There's only Mario Kart that's selling for $80. That's it. Everything else is $59.99 as usual, because Nintendo never drops the price. You're gonna rage about something that's not new? And Mario Kart is the only thing people should be complaining about. Not, oh, there's $80 games. Shut up. No, there isn't. There's no $90 in the USA. There was a European translation. It translated over here into USA. But there's no such thing. So if you saw Kirby right now, I'm going to give you an example. Kirby Star-Crossed Worlds, because there's nothing more annoying to me than fake rage. Kirby, right? Star-Crossed World. This is the expansion for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, right? This is the Switch 2 edition. See, plus Star-Crossed World DLC. That's an expansion. Plus the upgrade pack. And if I bundle that together and it's $59.99, I'm charging you only $10 for the expansion, and I'm charging you $10 for the upgrade pack, rather than people that charge $20 to $30 for expansions, right? But it's just like I told people before, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, just like you did with the Switch One, you could get the Mario Kart expansion for free. You could get the Zelda expansion packs there. You know what I mean? You get Animal Crossing. So Kirby is actually $59.99 on the Switch 2, just like it would be on the Switch 1. Nothing has changed. The difference is in the physical edition, they bundled this in and forced it with the $10 upgrade pack and charged 79 when they were seeing those MSR prices. So, but is this game, which is the actual video game, with the, is this a 59? Is this a 69.99 game or 79.99 game? No, this is a 59.99 game, and it can go on sale for 49 or 39. And then you could go on the Switch 2 and buy that. And if you have online, you would get all this for $50 instead of 80. Guys, that's how it works. So no, there's no $80 games. You know what I mean? Cyberpunk is not. No, actually, Cyberpunk at 69 is a better deal than all the other versions right now that would be charging you $90. But this is what happens when you listen to morons who don't explain the way things actually works. This is what happens when Nintendo lacks communication, like Bowser in the USA. Yeah, not only am I blaming them, but I'm blaming Bowser too. I'm blaming the lack of communication from the Nintendo department because it's been poor. Reggie would have not done this. Reggie was a way better president than Bowser. He communicated, he talked to people. This guy does nothing. But how did Bowser take over Nintendo? Guys, man, I still find that crazy. Dark times, yeah. But there we go. We have our comparisons here. We see how the Switch 2 stacks up. We can just play a little bit more. To the PS4 Pro, beat that easily. To the PS5, which is getting in its face, and the PS5 Pro, which obviously we know it's not going to be able to match that. And they didn't even do like a full optimized patch. But what we're seeing here is still pretty damn impressive. So let me know what you guys think about this. And like I said, bringing you guys more content, 2 episodes a day of something, whatever. Not easy, trust me. And yeah, we got to keep it going. So I'm glad they joined in. Now we have more diversified content to talk about. Like I said, I enjoy doing this, and I'm stoked to see what this console is capable of. It's not about it. Oh, it beat the PS5. I'm not looking at it that way. No, I'm like, okay, now I know what you can do, what you're capable of doing now, and this pleases me already. I already have enough of the answers. And if you guys wanted to know, it has 4,000 or 3,900 teraflops. With newer technology and DLSS, this console is more powerful than the Series S. And you see it beat the Pro. But yeah, all right, y'all. Have a great day. Glad to do this. Peace out.